Number two, arguing with the police is not advisable. I know that it can be very tempting and sometimes unavoidable. But if you can stay calm and cool, it'll probably go better for you in the moment. After an encounter with police, look around, see if there were any witnesses who can help you remember what happened. Write down your recollections as soon as possible. If you have any injuries or property damage, take pictures right away. This will all help you later on if you file a complaint or a lawsuit. Always calmly assert your rights, even if officers act unfairly. If an officer stops you, you are not required to talk to them. If they are detaining you, there's an easy way to find out. You can say, "Are you detaining me, officer, or am I free to go?" If the officer says you're free to go, then you should leave. So let's say it together. Glenn, will you help me?
Am I being detained?
Am I being detained?
All right, so let's say it one more time. Am I being detained?
Am I being detained?
One more time. Am I being detained?
Am I being detained?
If they have nothing on you, then you're free to go, right? All right.
If an officer asks to pat down your clothing or to look in your bag or to look in your car, you can say, "Officer, I do not consent to searches." You want to say it together?
Officer, I do
Making
not
sure you understand this. 1, 2, 3. Officer, I do not consent to searches or unreasonable seizures.
touching my personal body.
Asserting your right to be free from unreasonable searches is covered under the Fourth Amendment in the Constitution, but it doesn't mean that the officers won't do it anyway. What it does mean is that you will be able to go back later and say, "I did not consent to this search," and it will help you out down the line. Finally, if you do find yourself arrested or detained, you do not need to answer questions. What you can say instead is, "I'm going to remain silent and I'd like to contact an attorney."
Let's say that together. I'm going to remain silent.
And I'd like to contact an attorney.
Y'all don't need me.
Even if you don't have an attorney, don't think you can afford an attorney, this is still the best bet for you to say if you find yourself being detained or questioned by police officers. There's no way to tell what the questions that you answer, what effect they'll have, or why they're asking them. For example, you could just answer that you were working last night, but your work may be close to a crime that was committed, and you've just put yourself near the scene of a crime. So you never know. You never know. Also, you can be sort of tempted to want to explain your story, your side of a situation, but again, you never know what can be used against you. Anything you say can be used against you, just like we hear when police officers read our Miranda rights or we see on TV.
If they read it.
If they read it. So again, one more time, I'm going to remain silent and I'd like to contact an attorney.
I'm going to remain silent and I'd like to contact an
Attorney.
Okay, that's the brief one. Thank you so much for your attention. Good luck today and in the future. If you feel your rights have been violated, you can call the ACLU. You can fill out a form on the web. You can file a police complaint with the Independent Police Review Board here in Portland. And we also just published a list of all the police departments that would tell us how to do it. We published how you file a complaint across the state of Oregon.
All right.
So we have a special guest back here. It's not Janelle yet. She's on her way here. But we have another special guest that was out in South Carolina with Bring Newsome and everybody that helped bring down that flag. And I want him to